Food is a culinary staple all over the world, from the vendors on the streets of Bangkok, to the pizza shops in the alleys of Palermo, to the carts between the skyscrapers in Manhattan, and a farmer's market in south central Pennsylvania. You'll find crowds gathered on the streets, sometimes waiting down the block to get a taste of that culinary staple. In fact, a study estimated some 2.5 billion people eat street food each day. Today on Cooking with Bosler, we're going to explore the culture of street food and what makes it so appealing. We're also going to be cooking up some arancini, a staple of street food in Calabria, Italy, and doing some tacos, a favorite throughout Mexico. So I'll see you back in the kitchen. Welcome to Cooking with Bosler. Today we're making two classic street food dishes. We're going to make some arancini, which is famous throughout southern Italy and is usually made with some leftover risotto. We're also going to be making some tacos, which is a great food throughout Mexico. And usually they can be made with beef or chicken or pork. Today we're going to be making it with some squid or calamari. So what we're going to start with first is mixing up the slaw for our calamari tacos. So we got some red cabbage here, some carrots, red onion, some cilantro, and then we're going to make a little dressing with it with some rice wine vinegar, sweet chili sauce, some mayonnaise, blend of seasonings, and some diced jalapeno. And we're going to mix this all together. Once we get all that mixed together, we're going to want to put that in the refrigerator. We're also going to want to mix up some milk with our calamari. We're going to just pour that in there after we cut our calamari up. And we're going to let that sit in the fridge too for about a half hour, same as the slaw. And then we'll come back, cook that calamari, and assemble our tacos. While all that is sitting in the fridge, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our arancini. The key to making good arancini is to first make good risotto. Arancini is made with leftover risotto, and it's usually rolled up, breaded, and fried. And there's usually some fillings inside. It can be a meat sauce, a mixture of peas and tomatoes, or just mozzarella. And that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to stuff it with some fresh mozzarella inside. We're going to roll it up, bread it, and then put some marinara sauce on the side to dip it in. So what we want to do is just grab a small handful of that leftover risotto, and we're going to make a little cup in our hand here. And then we're going to add a small square or two of fresh mozzarella. And then we're going to roll it together. Now if the risotto isn't quite thick enough to roll, you can add some egg in there or some breadcrumbs just to help keep it formed. Once we get it all rolled up, we're going to dip it in flour, followed by an egg mixture, and then finally into some plain breadcrumbs. And we're going to repeat that until we're out of our risotto. Now that we got our arancini rolled together and breaded, we're going to put it in some oil to lightly fry it, just until it's nice and golden brown. Then we're going to pop it in the oven just to make sure it's heated all the way through. And we'll keep it there until we get our tacos ready as well. Now, I mentioned arancini is very popular in southern Italy. But street food in general has been popular throughout Italy for centuries. In fact, vendors would go by specific titles that corresponded to their skills. Individuals who roasted and sold chestnuts, sold pumpkin seeds, or even frogs, had a very specific title that set them apart on the street. This helped customers be able to find them instead of other vendors. Street food is ingrained in the culture of Italy. You can start your morning with a pastry and coffee at the local bar. During lunch, you stop and pick up a panini and a small glass of wine and sit outside and enjoy it. And in the evenings, you can take a walk and pick up some ice cream or gelato. Street food follows you throughout the day. It's not just food, it's a story. So our arancini is in the oven, getting heated through. So we're going to start working on our calamari tacos. We got our calamari out of the refrigerator, and now we're going to get it breaded up, and we're going to start frying it. So I got a mixture of some flour, cornstarch, and cornmeal here. And we're going to take some of our calamari, dip it in that, and then lay it off to the side so we can fry it. What you don't really want to do is dump all the calamari into that mixture at one time. It could make it a lot of really gummy and really start to hold together too much. Doing it a little by little helps that calamari keep its shape and form. We got our calamari all breaded. We got some oil heating up. And we're just going to lightly fry that calamari. Calamari really doesn't take long, usually about a minute or two. We're also going to heat up some street taco sized tortillas, and then we'll get all that assembled with the slaw we made earlier. Now, while tacos are enjoyed throughout the entire world, they originated in Mexico. And Mexico has one of the most extensive street food cultures in Latin America. Mexico City in particular is famous worldwide for their street food. Mexican street food has a massive impact internationally. Many chefs travel there to get to taste and be inspired by the Mexican cuisine. And there we have it, some great arancini and some beautiful looking calamari tacos. Thank you for joining us for our first street food special with Cooking with Bosler. If you'd made one of the recipes, please feel free to share it in the comments, as well as any changes you might have made, or what's your favorite street food? Let us know. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Enjoy.